3 anglers, 3 rounds. The 5 biggest fish from each period goes towards their total length. And the angler with the most inches after 3 periods wins.
Giant walleye.
Nice, fat walleye.
26.5 incher came up and crushed the freeloader.
Walleyes only, no live bait.
There you bet. Yes!
Yeah, you took a shot. You got it.
Yes!
Please be a walleye.
You have to be kidding me!
Who's gonna win the Walleye Cup?
All right, so we are doing a tournament today. And when I say we, I mean me, Brett McComas, and our buddy TJ Erickson. So we're out on Rainy Lake. We're out of Sunset Country Outfitters. Gorgeous spot, awesome fishing. And we decided we'd do a little challenge. So basically the format of this tournament is gonna be, there's gonna be 3 total periods. And we're gonna be taking the total length for our 5 biggest fish from each period. So this first video is gonna be the first period. So essentially, I'm gonna try and catch the 5 biggest walleyes I can based on length. And we'll take that weight, that'll be, or excuse me, we'll take that length, total length, and that'll be my score from the first period. We have another period coming up, and then we're gonna do kind of a final bonus period, which is a little bit different. I think you guys will think it's fun, but that is basically the format that we're gonna be running with. And what we're doing is we have 3 hours in this first period. So we're just a few minutes away. I'm just getting the camera set up. This should be a really fun one. I think you guys will enjoy it. What you'll get from this video is you'll get the first period for me. And if you wanna see, you know, what TJ got, what Brett got, you can go to TJ's YouTube channel, you can go to the Target Walleye YouTube channel to see all the scores from this first round. So stay tuned, let's get into some fishing, and you can look for the next video coming here in a few days for part 2, the second period of this tournament. So should be fun. All right, so we got 1 minute until this event starts at 9 o'clock. This first period is gonna be 3 hours. The only rule that we got is no live bait and no casting until 9 o'clock. So I can look around, see if I can line up something here to throw at for starters. Those fish don't look too big, but well, let's keep looking a little bit, see if we can find something to line up for the 9 o'clock cast. Definitely a number of fish on a few fish on the bottom there. Of course there's some rocks, but I can tell some of those are walleyes, a little pot of them right there. So this will be interesting. I think we're gonna get some really impressive weights. Oh, it's 9 o'clock right now. Oh, and my bait's not in the water. Working a swim bait right now over these guys. They're a little darty, which maybe tells me they're not huge walleyes, but let's drop that thing to the bottom and see if they'll pick it up. There we go. First walleye in, it's 9:01. Something tells me between these 3 videos that are coming out in this first period, there are gonna be some walleyes caught. Quite a few walleyes caught, I'm sure. We're even gonna boat flip this guy. Oh, almost boat flipped him from one end to the other. All right, we are on the board. I think the theory is a Walter like this is probably not gonna end up in our final bag, but I'm gonna record this, tail pinched. 17.5 inches, just like that. All right, 17.5 inches for the first walleye. We got to keep on fishing here. There we go. Oh, popped off. Shoot. There we go. Little one. Ooh, that one almost didn't make it in. One's got a really good attitude if he'd ever... There we go. All right. This one, probably, honestly... Camera's getting a little bright there. Sun's coming up. This guy's honestly probably too small to even measure. Let's just see how long he goes quick. 15.25. I don't think we need to record that one. We'll just skip that one for now. I think we can do better than that. If we end up with 15.25 as one of our 5 biggest fish, we have bigger problems, I think. Right, we got a number of small ones right there. We're gonna keep moving along. Here we go. That thing came up and crushed it. Please don't be a pike. If it's a walleye, it's a good one. If it's a walleye, it's a good one. I think either way, I'm gonna need that net. That thing came up at about 100. Come on, don't be a pike. Don't be a stinking pike. Come on. Be a big walleye. Ooh, it's a walleye. I don't know if it's a giant, but it is a walleye. That fish is gonna help. We only got 3 hours to fish here. This one might possibly weigh. Assuming the live scope's recording correctly, that should be a cool eat on the live scope too. Not a giant, but good enough. Good enough to add to our total for now. All right, got the video going. Mouth closed, tail pinched, just barely touching 22. All right. Yeah, just barely. Okay. So there we go. 22 incher. Back in the drink. Actually, we're gonna have to probably, for sure, do better than that if we're gonna want to have any chance in this first round of being somewhat close to those guys. Knowing those guys, we're about 38 minutes into the competition. Knowing those guys, they probably each have a at least 3 over 25, I bet. I'm probably playing way behind here, but we'll see. That's a little close, I think, for a big giant lake. Seemed a little closer than that needed, I would say. That's a little pod. Hungry looking pod. They look big. They look pretty big. Not gonna lie. And they look not very hungry apparently either. I don't think either of them moved. Let's try another shot there. Another shot here. Is there 3 total, or is that? Yeah, there is. Okay. So I'm going to commit. There we go. Got one of them to go. One of the 3. Hopefully we can get something in the mid-20s here. But either way, I just want to end up respectable here going into the second round. All right, what do we got here? No giant runs yet. But honestly, every fish matters so much right now. Till we fill out a respectable limit, these are all kind of important. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. There we go. Almost bumped him off with the net. That one, I think, is going to sneak into the mid-20s. Oh, not a bad fish. Not a bad fish, man. Ooh. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're doing okay. That's a beauty. In the mid-20s range on the old swim bait situation. Got the Smeltinator underspin, which is a cool bait for up here, but I'm gonna measure this fish real quick. All right, mouth closed, right there at 23 and 23 and whatever, a quarter, 23 and a quarter. All right, 23 and a quarter, back in the drink. Spot lock turned off, so we're off of our spot now. Update after about an hour 15. Yeah, we just have those 3 fish in the well. We're almost certainly playing from behind at the moment, so we gotta scurry. I gotta go to a completely different area. I'm not seeing very many big fish here. We got a few of those kind of like mid to low 20 inchers, and we gotta do a lot better than that. All right, so this spot is a little bit different. We're gonna be hunting for some suspended walleyes out over deeper structure. So it looks like this hump tops off at about 30. Some of the stuff I've been fishing the first hour and a half or so is more topped off at about, you know, like 20 or so, or even shallower, depending on if there's rocks sitting on the top of it. King suspendos. Step around off this edge here. Definitely chasing it here. There we go. Pumped it. This area actually looks like it could be a little better. It looked like there were some fish suspended out off of deeper water here. He's got a good attitude. Nice Walter. Very nice Walter. Not a giant. This might be the smallest fish in Brett and TJ's bag, but any fish helps for us right now. We only got 3. So there we go. Another north of 20 incher. And that thing smoked the swim bait, man. All right. We got mouth closed, tail pinched, and that thing is just hitting 22. So there's the mouth. You guys are gonna have to believe me. Oh. All right, so that last one was 22 inches. Like I said before, we're a little bit deeper. I think we're in an area where there might be some more fish that are not only suspended and maybe decent size, but also hungry. Right there at 60. That is a fish we definitely want to add to our bag. There's another one right behind him too. 60. That should work. Let's just swim that bait right into the zone here. Got his attention. Could get him to go. Like, see if we might get his attention again here with a decent drop. No. Okay. Let's go for that big guy at 70 right there. I would say basically a perfect drop for being able to swim it right past him here. Mostly in line. He's coming at it. Take it away. You're gonna fall right through that big cloud. There we go. Got it that time. Ooh. Oh yeah. This is a better one. This is the right caliber of fish. This is the bigger one, boys. This is a bigger one. I think. We'll see. I'm optimistic it's a bigger one. That was such a cool shot though. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's big. If it's not a pike, it's a big walleye. You can feel how heavy it is. I'm starting to get a little worried that it's a pike now though. Come on, be a big giant walleye. Be a giant walleye. Oh crap. Crap, it's a pike. It's a nice pike. Don't get me wrong, but oh gosh, now we're over here. Dang it. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind a decent big old pike every now and then, but not when I'm fishing a tournament. Oh. Not when I'm trying to beat the boys. Oh, this is a pretty hefty one, man. Bait just popped out. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't enjoy one of these bad boys. Oh, that's a bigger one, man. That's a bigger one. But stinking sucks when you're trying to fish a tournament. Well, unfortunately, that's one of those deals that kind of comes with the territory when you're chasing these big suspended walleyes out on the outside. You're gonna run into some big suspended northern pike that are also doing the same thing as the walleyes. Chasing bait, chasing bait, trying to get big and fat out suspended. All right, so time check, it's just about 11 o'clock right now. We got 4 fish. One of them I'd really like to get rid of, but none of them are crazy big. So anyway, we're gonna keep on moving. There were some fish in this area. It wasn't terrible. We made a little bit of hay, but we didn't make enough hay, so we gotta keep going. All right, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Okay. 30. Come on, just one time for me. Oh, he was looking at it. There we go. Huge. I mean, it's not a huge fish. I mean, this is a huge catch. Huge catch for our score. If we don't lose him here. If we don't lose him. All right, we got 55 minutes, or 11:55. This period ends at noon. Ooh, and this fish is dogging me hard, man. No, why do you have to fight so hard? I got him hooked up on a stinking puppet minnow. It's not like a little jig. Gosh, I'm so afraid. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so nervous, man. It's probably a bigger fish too, honestly, the way it's fighting. It's a walleye. Ugh. It is a walleye. And it's a decent, it's an okay one. Oh my gosh, we got one. We stinking got a walleye. A buzzer beater limit right there. All right, I'm gonna measure him really, really fast. Mouth closed. Tail pinched, right at 23. 23. All right. Just show that real quick. All right, 23 incher. Most important 23 incher I'll probably ever catch. Holy crap. although there's not really money at stake here, but just pride. Just pride. It's noon, so we are done with the first period. The first 3 hours, I would say, have been an absolute disaster for me. I think that would be an understatement. So I'm almost certain I will be in last place when we look at the final tallies, but let's see. I will put the score, and I'm just gonna do the outro to this section right now, this part of the video. I will put the score on the screen right here. This is how many total inches I have so far in this event. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this score and next period, we're gonna add this score to our 5 biggest fish in the second period, and then we also have a third period as well. So I can still catch up. I'm just assuming that I'm in last, but I'm probably in last. I can still catch up, but if you wanna know what how the other guys are doing so far, make sure to go to TJ's Guide Service is the name of TJ's channel, and then go to Target Walleye, which is where you'll find Brett's stuff. I'm actually rocking the Target Walleye sweatshirt today, so maybe I shouldn't have been giving Brett that good juju of wearing the Target Walleye sweatshirt. So anywho, I'm gonna regroup here. We have about a 30-minute break in between. I gotta retie a couple rods. I lost a swim bait, so I gotta retie on there. Get super glue, get some super glue on the swim bait head. Maybe next period I'll talk a little bit about some of my presentations, but you get a big swim bait like this with the jig head, it's nice to get super glue on there, so if you miss a fish, if a fish comes up and crushes it, you have another chance at it, instead of it pulling the plastic halfway off or anything like that. So anyway, that's the whole period for me. Stay tuned, we're gonna be releasing period number 2 very, very soon. So wish me better luck in period 2.